Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Suzanne and I am the Digital Optimist. Today we are going to be talking about metrics and tracking metrics and how important it is to get information about your website. If you have a business or you launch a new website, or even if you're thinking about making changes, I always advocate tracking your metrics as soon as you possibly can. There are different ways to track your metrics. One of the best ways you can track metrics is with a program called Google Search Console. Now, Google has a huge array of products that you can use to track information. If you have a Google business profile, then you are automatically getting data being collected based on how many people search for your business, how many times Google shows people your Google business profile. So you can go onto your Google business profile and look at your performance data and see information there. There's another way that you can track information about your website, and that is with Google Search Console. That is probably my favorite tracking tool for beginners because it is relatively easy to use and it doesn't give you so much information that it's like you need a degree to figure out how to use it. There's another program, Google Analytics, which you may have heard of. It has now been renamed to GA4, and it is the more complex version of Google Search Console. Sometimes people say to me, I don't want to track my metrics yet because I'm about to make changes on my website. And I think you should get started anyway, because if you make changes and then start tracking your metrics, you won't even know what made the biggest difference. I think it's so important to have a baseline, even if the baseline sucks. You might as well just get started right away. The reason we love metrics is you can track your keywords, you can track the device people are searching from, you can track what pages are most viewed. Those are the main things that are tracked. It also measures whether or not you have pages that are unindexed. In some cases, you'll have pages that don't exist anymore. Maybe you deleted the page, but you didn't do a redirect. If somebody searches for that page and it's still indexed on Google, and then they go to that page and it doesn't exist anymore, then that's like a strike against you. And so you want to make sure that you're fixing those. This is so useful because you can find out what people are actually searching for to land on your website. You can get some really interesting information. You can filter by date, 7 days, 28 days, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 16 months are the standard ones, but you can enter in a custom date. You can also do comparisons. So this is the thing, if you have a bad website now and you're planning to upgrade it, then you get your baseline now, start tracking immediately because it takes time to gather data. Like you don't just start tracking today and boom, you have data. It takes months. So that's why just start it now. Even if you never look at it, at least be recording the information and then you can see changes over time, which is the fun part. You can compare periods of time with the previous period as well as the year before. This is amazing with what I do because I can see if things are improving or if they're not. And then you can often find out why they're improving, which keywords are becoming more popular, which pages are viewed the most, which pages get a lot of impressions but no clicks, which pages have a lot of impressions and lots of clicks. I could go on and on about how great it is, but I think the bottom line here is no matter what you do, just start tracking. Even if you don't know what to do with it, start tracking because somebody or you in the future you will thank you for starting to track now. Tracking your metrics will help you make informed decisions about what copy to use on your website, what keywords to use on your website, what sort of things people are looking for. And it will also help you structure your website. Like maybe you have a page in your top navigation that nobody ever goes to, and there's no point in having it in your top navigation. Your top navigation is expensive real estate as far as websites go. So you want to make sure that only the key information is there. You want to basically clear away all the clutter except for the stuff that people actually find valuable. So if you have some random page up there that no one ever goes to, get rid of it. You know, maybe you need the page, but it can be a link in the footer as opposed to taking up space in your main navigation. And you would really only ever find that out if you were tracking the metrics. Tracking metrics is not just about obsessing over numbers. It is about understanding your business, getting clarity, and helping you make decisions about which direction to take your business and your website in the future. I'm here to help encourage you to improve your website and get found online. And I would love to know in the comments, are you tracking your metrics? If you're not, what's holding you back? And if you are, I would love to hear something that you use the metrics for to help you make decisions in your business. Thanks for following along. Stay optimistic, and we'll see you in the next video. I want to give a shout out and a thanks to the Work Evolved co-working space in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. I love them. I love their space. They've been really generous. They've got a fantastic space here. So if you are in the South Queens area and you're looking for an office, a place to do some hot desk work out of, then I highly recommend Work Evolved.